Today I decided to do a little Cavendish experiment. Not necessarily a full run of the experiment because I am not even close to that part. But what I needed to do was to observe the oscillation of the torsion bar and see how much it actually moved. One of the key things to the Cavendish experiment is knowing the torsion value of your wire and knowing how much the bar oscillates back and forth. A stiffer wire will hold and not oscillate as much. A loose wire will oscillate too much based upon any variable you introduce. So this morning, right before I went to work, I figured today would be a good day to just run it, but you need to record it so that I could go back and see how far the bar was moving back and forth. And I figured YouTube has a lot more storage space than me, so why not use their storage space? So I started to stream it unlisted. And after about an hour at work, I thought, what the heck? Let's make it public. And plenty of people came in and commented and provided insight and thoughts on how to adjust the experiment to make it more valuable. And throughout the day, you could see the bar oscillating back and forth. I have a laser now that's pointed at a mirror. And when it started, the laser wasn't pointed properly so that you could see it in the cameras. So over lunch, I came back and I adjusted. And just by entering the room, it drastically increased the oscillation of the bar. I don't know where that variable comes from, if it was because I entered the room, or because I turned off the overhead light in the room, or maybe because I moved the heavy weights a little bit and it generated an air current inside the box. I honestly don't know. That is something that I need to continue to evaluate and figure out what that variable is. And then I let the experiment run. I had almost, I think it was 10 hours of experimental time of the bar oscillating back and forth before I got back to my apartment from work. And at that point, I figured the experiment was done. I'm going to keep running it though because people are commenting. There's a handful of people watching. And I wanted to adjust different things in the room. I added up a measuring tape on the far side of the wall so that you could see how far the laser was going back and forth. I modified the cameras just a little bit. And then, at a certain point, while I wasn't paying attention, I bumped it. And if you'd been watching any earlier in the experiment, like when I entered the room over lunch, that bar is sensitive and it takes hours to reach equilibrium and stop moving. And when I bumped it, I bumped the cover on it and dropped the cover inside the experiment. It's a good thing I'm not monetized, and it's a good thing I didn't have my microphone on, because the string of expletives that came out probably would have gotten me a community strike. So, for your entertainment and my own, here's how my Cavendish ended today. Son of a bitch.